Hello again, box makers. Alright, today is a very exciting day. I am ready to start assembling and gluing this thing up. I have labeled all the corners of this box so I know how they go together. It's a 4-corner match, so I would know if these do not align well. If I didn't label them, it's be a little bit trickier to deal with, but everything should be ready to go. I'm putting down packing tape to lock these things in, and what I did was I put this thing down, I stretched one side, put it down, and it really squeezes the parts together. And then I should be ready to make the magic happen. And what is this? This is A, this is going to be okay. Alright, just like everything, preparation is the most important part. So put this down, give it a little squeeze. That is great. I don't use blue tape for this process. Blue tape I just feel shears off too easily, and so it doesn't create as great of a connection because it breaks. And I want to apply glue inside of the miters before I put the panels in. Panels are a little bit snug after I've applied some coats of finish, but still something I can work with. I have done my dry fit before I did all the sanding and everything, so no surprises are going to happen. But I would hate to have these panels too long, too wide, so when I assemble this it just won't close, especially when the glue is drying. Alright, so when putting the glue in, I just want to put a little bit on the outside corner. I don't need to worry about distributing this on the inside of the box. What will happen when I do the squeezing of all these things together is as these come together, it's going to squeeze all that glue towards the center, and it'll do all the spreading out for me. And then the other thing you probably have noticed is that I prefer using white glue for this project, or these type of boxes. I don't really need the strength that a yellow glue would provide, and a white glue dries clear, and I'm more interested in having that what I'm looking for. And with all that tape in place, this process becomes fairly simple. So I expect I'm going to get a lot of squeeze outs of this, but most of it will happen on the interior of the box. Now, those are some tight corners. Alright. Relatively easy. I also labeled so I know which face I want to have on the outsides, top and bottom. So that's great. Alright, clamping. So I prefer these ratchet clamps, or strap clamps. This is the only way I have found to really compress consistently all the way around as you're gluing this thing up. And I'm a little bit less worried about what type of bruising is happening on the outside from this metal onto the wooden box. It's not that much compression of the fibers. And the other thing is I'm going to be sanding the exterior of this anyway after the glue dries, so not a big deal as far as cleaning this stuff up after. Alright, give me one second. I'll talk about the pros and cons of other types of clamps. inspection of this, with that tape in place, did a pretty good job of getting everything where it should go. Ooh, that's ugly. All right. It is less ugly now. All right. So I don't love this style of clamp. What happens is, if I were to clamp here on this, even with the tape, this amount of pressure starts to create these ramp effects on all these miters. And so I'll squeeze a little bit here, it's going to compress this board, which pushes this one out. And then if I try to chase this by echoing that with another clamp here, then I'm doing all kinds of nasty things. And so it's really horrible because you'll never be able to get these things truly centered and dialed in. And depending on how well fitting your top and your joints are, you could do pretty well with just having the tape and really stretching that out and compressing everything. So those are my options for that. Looking at the outside corners, that looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. That looks decent. Oh, I want to fix that. All right. But there is some value of having these F-clamps. So if there are these corners that are not behaving, you can fine tune a little bit of this and just a little bit of pressure. And then I saw another one here a second ago, which seems to have gone away. It did not. So just putting a little bit of pressure on this to bring this end in. Now we're done. Okay. About 30 minutes on this. Take off the clamps and start doing some sanding, and then you could take off or separate the lid. Alrighty. Good luck.